I'm Ralph Grizzle, the avid cruiser. For more than 2 decades, I've cruised the 7 seas on some of the world's most luxurious ships. I write about my experiences on avidcruiser.com. My goal is to help people like you make informed decisions about your cruise vacations. Join me today in an exciting new mini-series as I explore the most popular cruise destinations around the world. My name is Ralph Grizzle, and I am the Avid Cruiser. Today we'll be exploring Barcelona by bicycle, by boat, and by strolling its lovely avenues. We're going to visit public markets and see the works of its most famous architect. We're also going to head out to the countryside to see a Benedictine monastery where the views are stunning. Let's head out and see beautiful Barcelona. I explored Barcelona in a way that you may have never considered, on a bicycle. I was pedaling with a bike guide who told me about what I was seeing as we biked through Barcelona's Gothic quarter. It was the perfect mix of learning and activity, and it made for a quick and easy way to see the best of Barcelona. This wasn't just any old bike either. I was pedaling an electric bike, and I could engage the motor as needed or simply pedal for exercise. Our tour took us up and over Barcelona in a cable car. We simply wheeled our bikes into the cable car and prepared for the scenic ride up to Montjuic Hill. On the way, I enjoyed one of the best panoramas of Barcelona that you could ever imagine. On top of Montjuic Hill, we stopped to have a look at an old military fortress that dates back to 1640 before pedaling over for a view looking out on the Mediterranean Sea. We ended our bike tour on a boat that took us for a tour of the harbor, traveling by bike, boat, and by cable car, made for a fun way to see the best of Barcelona. No visit to Barcelona is complete without a walk through the public markets. We're going to visit a couple, and along the way, we're also going to see the Gothic Quarter, but first we're going to see one of the world's most famous open-air markets, Les Ramblas. Les Ramblas is simply a fun series of streets. The giant open-air market features vendors and street entertainers who bring a smile into your day. I always enjoy visiting the Boqueria Market. The covered market is mentioned in historical documents dating back to 1217. Back then, farmers sold their meats here. But me, I came for cava, the Spanish sparkling wine. The guy pouring the cava, that's Pinocchio, and he's practically an institution here. A stroll through Boqueria Market is a feast for the eyes and for the taste buds. Be sure to come with a few euros in your pocket for small purchases. The selection of goods is simply too tempting to resist. And you never know when you might want something to take along with you. I found this great little shop, and they sell a few things here. This is porras, and this one is called churros. I'm going to try one, but my favorite is the one with chocolate. Oh, it's a little like a candy bar. That's good. In the Gothic Quarter, the Santa Catarina market has been operating since the 1800s, and it's one of the oldest markets in all of Barcelona. Here at the market, fishmongers sell seafood still cold from the sea. The markets are a big part of life here in the capital of Catalonia, and it's fun to visit them to take in the sights and the smells. Between the markets of Santa Catarina and La Barqueria, you can see quite a lot of Barcelona. The Old Town is absolutely charming with its narrow streets and wonderful architecture. Barcelona is a city for strolling. Thanks to its rich historical heritage, the city offers much to see and do. Founded as a Roman city, Barcelona became the capital of the county of Barcelona in the Middle Ages. Nearly 1,000 years ago, the city merged with the Kingdom of Aragon. Barcelona's legacy is long and varied, and you can see a lot of it strolling through the Old Town and the beautiful Gothic Quarter. It would be difficult to be indifferent about the works of Antoni Gaudí, Barcelona's most famous architect, but whether you love it or whether you hate it, you simply must see it. We're going to begin by taking a look at his most famous work, an icon of Barcelona itself, the Sagrada Familia. La Sagrada Familia is actually a Roman Catholic church, and a beautiful one at that. I could spend hours admiring the facades alone. There will be 3 of them when the church is completed. That's right. It's not yet done, even though construction has been going on here since 1882. Even incomplete, however, the beautiful church is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and well worth a visit. But to fully appreciate it, you have to step inside. This morning we're in Montserrat. It's a national park and a pilgrimage site in a spectacular setting. The name derives from the serrated look of the surrounding mountains. You can visit the basilica behind me or simply come up here for the stunning views over the valley. The views and the lay of the land up here are inspiring. I felt as though I were walking on clouds. It's said that Christopher Columbus named the Caribbean island of Montserrat after these gorgeous peaks. Montserrat is not only Spain's first national park, but also among the country's most holiest of places. You'll be lucky if you get up here on a morning as gorgeous as the one when we were here. But no matter when you visit, Montserrat will surely move you in ways that you can only imagine. Aside from visiting to admire Montserrat's natural beauty, my main reason for coming here was to visit the Santa Maria de Montserrat. The Benedictine Abbey presents a sharp contrast to the backdrop of the serrated mountains, but beautiful nonetheless. This place made me feel like I was on holy ground, and I felt that way even more when I stepped inside. The basilica is a mix of Gothic and Renaissance traditions. It was severely damaged during a war with the French in the early 1800s and wasn't reconstructed until the end of the 19th century. The abbey is notable for enshrining the statue of the Virgin of Montserrat, which depicts a Black Madonna and the infant Christ. I also had a chance to hear the Montserrat Boys Choir, one of the oldest in Europe. My visit to Montserrat was a moving experience, both for its spiritual component and its stunning natural beauty.
I hope you've enjoyed this small slice of beautiful Barcelona. Whether you choose to see the city from up high, from down low, from the seat of a bike, or the vantage point of a boat, I know you're going to enjoy your time here. I'm Ralph Grisel, and I'll see you in the next beautiful destination.